Hello everyone, I am Shubha Hiremat, Assistant Professor of English, Government First Grade College, Dharwad. We will continue the topic correction of errors in this session. In the previous session, we have discussed the common errors related to punctuation mark, spelling, subject-verb agreement, the use of preposition and articles. In this video, we will understand the rules related to question tags, tense form, numbers, and adjectives and adverbs. Question tag. We can add question tags like isn't it, can you, didn't they, aren't I, won't it, like many question tags to a statement to make it into a question. Question tags are more common in speaking than writing. When we are speaking English, we use these question tag to confirm. We often use question tags when we expect the listener to agree with our statement, whether they agree or not. That is why after this statement we use these question tags like isn't she, can you, isn't it, like that. And the most important rule while using these question tag is that if the statement is positive, if the given statement is positive, question tag will be negative. And if the statement is negative, question tag will be positive. For example, here, she is a doctor, isn't she? Yesterday was so much fun, wasn't it? She is a doctor. This statement is positive. That is why question tag is negative here. Isn't she? And second one is yesterday was so much fun, wasn't it? Same here. The statement is positive, so question tag is negative. In the below sentences, that is he isn't here. He isn't here is negative. That is why question tag is positive. He isn't here, isn't he? The trains are never on time, are they? So this is the first rule, that is if statement is positive, question tag should be negative, and if statement is negative, question tag should be positive. And the second rule is if the sentence has helping verb like is, was, are, can, shall, will. So if these auxiliary verb or modals are already there in sentence, we must use the same verbs while making question tag. For example, she is a doctor. Here is a verb. Question tag is isn't she. If it is a name, like instead of pronoun, if it is noun, Seema is a doctor. So isn't Seema we can't say. Isn't she? So always these question tags use pronoun, not noun. That is one more rule. And if there are no helping verbs or modals in sentence, then we need to see which tense the sentence is there. If it is written in present tense, then we need to use do or does. And if it is past tense, we need to use did. So these are certain rules, and let us solve some examples. I'm going to get an email with the details. Am I not? This is incorrect. I am going to. I am. So, when the sentence begins with I am, then the question tag should be aren't I? For example, I am a teacher. Aren't I? I am a writer. Aren't I? So, this is one exception we need to understand very well. Whenever the sentence begins with I am, question tag should be aren't I? If it is negative, then are I? I am not a doctor. Then it is I am I? Next one is you haven't seen this film, haven't you? Here it is very easy to identify. The question tag is wrong because the sentence is negative. You haven't seen this film. Question tag should be positive. Have you? Next one is your sister lives in Spain, don't she? Your sister lives in Spain. So this is present tense. Then we need to use doesn't she? And here it is singular. A singular noun, that is why doesn't she. You can't drive. Isn't he? He can't drive. Isn't he? It is also wrong. He can't drive. Can he? That is correct. Next one is tense form. Sometimes we make mistakes while using correct tense form in the sentence, verb form in the proper tense. That is, there are three types of tenses: past, present and future. While framing sentence, there is often confusion in verbs and clauses. Also, we often commit errors in tenses such as confusing between past and present or future tense in a single sentence or within the tense, such as confusion between present perfect tense and present continuous tense. There are many things we need to understand, and we need to identify the sentence whether it is in present tense, past tense or in future tense. Accordingly, we need to use the proper verb form. For example, Ram did not went to school yesterday. Here Ram did not went to school yesterday means did not already indicates past tense. Then the next verb must be go, not went. Did not already indicate past. So we need to always use the first column of the verb, that is present form of the verb. Ram did not go to school yesterday. Rajesh read newspaper every day. Rajesh read newspaper every day. So every day means it is always simple present tense, and Rajesh means singular noun. If the subject is singular, verb also must be singular. Reads. Rajesh reads newspaper every day. This is correct. I have met Rita yesterday. It is absolutely incorrect. I met Rita yesterday. Because yesterday means past tense. We should not say have met. We simply have to say I met Rita yesterday. Next one is it is snowing for 2 days. So for 2 days it is snowing. This is wrong. It has been snowing for 2 days. David has gone to London last week. Last week means it is already past tense. We need to say David went to Mumbai last week. Next one is related to numbers, that is noun numbers, singular or plural form of the noun. A special case of such errors was that sometimes uncountable nouns are used in the plural, which is ungrammatical. The nouns such as poetry, scenery, advice, bread, luggage, etc. are always used in singular form and take singular verb. The following nouns look plural due to their structure, but in reality they are singular and take singular verbs with them. Like one thing we always, it is fixed in our mind that if the word ends with S, it is plural. So we always, if we ask like make it into plural, it is like always we use yes after the verb, after the word. So it is not right all the time. For example, there are certain words like news, politics, physics. They end with yes, but they are singular nouns. None of the boy is very intelligent. This is wrong. None of the boys is very intelligent. I bought 4 dozens apples. 4 dozens apples. This is incorrect. Correct one is I bought 4 dozen apples. Dozen is always mentioned in singular form. My bedroom is full of mouses. It is also incorrect. There is no word like mouse in English. My bedroom is full of mice. Plural form of mouse is mice. He has 2 mother-in-laws. This is also incorrect. Correct one is he has 2 mothers-in-law. We make many mistakes like that. For example, father-in-law, brother-in-law, sister-in-law. So if it is in plural, for example, I have 2 brother-in-laws. If I say I have 2 brother-in-laws, it is wrong. Instead, I have to say I have 2 brothers-in-law. Here also mothers-in-law, not mother-in-laws. They are 30 in numbers. So they are 30 in number. It is enough. This is 2 years old baby. This is 2-year-old baby. These are certain examples related to noun number. Next one is adjectives and adverbs. Adjectives and adverbs look very similar, but the main difference between adjectives and adverbs, we need to understand that adjectives modify noun. Adjectives describe noun, whereas adverbs describe verb or action of the sentence. Adjectives and other adverbs, sometimes adverbs also describe other adjectives in the sentence or other adverbs. For example, Richard is careless. In this sentence, careless is adjective. Richard talks carelessly. Here carelessly, he talks carelessly means it is adverb. So one thing we need to understand, remember, is that adverbs, most of the adverbs end with ly. Adjectives usually tell what kind, how many, or which about nouns or pronouns, whereas adverbs tell us when, how, where, or to what extent about the action. For example, he behaved cowardly. This is incorrect. He behaved in a cowardly manner, we need to say, or he behaved like a coward. Then it is correct. Next one, I feel badly about what happened. Instead, we need to say, I feel bad. Always feel. Whenever we use this, whenever we come across the word feel, next we need to use adjective. I feel bad about what happened. Thus, there are many examples we need to solve to improve these errors, and it will help us to speak or to write English in a standard manner. With this, I will conclude my lecture on correction of errors. Thank you.